Hello and welcome to this special webinar on Azure, that is Understanding Azure Virtual Networks, ExpressRoute and Network Security Groups. My name is Devashish Roy. I'm the Senior Network Analyst at the Indian Cybersecurity Solution. And let's start with the Azure Virtual Networks. What is the networking that we get in Azure Cloud? What are the virtual networks? What is the meaning of the virtual network, subnets? What is about the security group? So let's begin. So we'll unlock the power of the Azure Virtual Networks. Now, what is a virtual network? What is a VNet? We all, I think, know about the subnetting. So, what is a subnet? Subnet is a collection of computers belonging to a particular networking ID, say 10.0.0.0 or 10.10.0.0. So, it is like a subnet, a subnetwork. It is a smaller part of a bigger network. So, in order to control the broadcast traffic, in order to reduce the congestion, we use the subnets, and we use subnets in everywhere in Cisco environment, also in cloud, in AWS and Azure. So we use these subnets, and this VNets virtual network is definitely the part of the subnet itself. And in the VNet, we host the virtual machines or the EC2 instances that we say in the AWS, or virtual machines in the Azure. So that is it. We'll explore the fundamentals of Azure Virtual Networks, and definitely we'll aim to provide comprehensive understanding of how to leverage Azure's capabilities, Azure's power for building secure and scalable network infrastructures in the cloud. So what is Azure Virtual Network? So what is actually the VNet? The Azure Virtual Network is a logically isolated section of the Azure cloud. So I've already told you that say it's a big network and you are having so many hosts there. So definitely you are having a too much broadcast traffic, broadcast, unicast, multicast. All these traffics are flowing inside your network, and it is definitely limiting the access of your network, and your network may be down anytime. So you have to segregate your network into different smaller parts, smaller areas, and that is known as subnets or VNet. It allows you to securely connect your Azure resources to each other. Now, the internet and your on-premise networks, everything should be connected, and VNet facilitates that. VNets provide a private IP address space for a resource because, as you know, that according to the distribution by the INA, the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority, your virtual networks or subnets will be assigned a private address space. You cannot provide any public address space there. What is the key feature of the Azure VNets? Azure Virtual Networks offer several key features, including I've already told you about the subnet, then the network security groups or the ACL rules that you can say about the firewall rules, the VPN gateways. So if you are using the VPN, the virtual private network, then also this VPN gateways, also like the NAT gateway, this VPN gateways also give access to this VPN service. These features allow for fine-tuned control over your network's traffic flow and achieve security, ensuring your applications are both efficient and secure. Now, how to create a virtual network? To create a virtual network, navigate to Azure portal and select create a resource and choose virtual network. I will show you how to create a virtual network just a minute. Now fill in the required details such as name, address, space, and subnets. Yes, so you have to give the name to the virtual network, and you have to give the address space, and also inside that network ID, also the virtual network, you have to create the subnets. Now, what is the subnet? Subnets are a way to segment your virtual network into smaller manageable pieces, and each subnet can have its own IP address range that I've already told you, and you can apply specific security policies or a security ACL also to control access between different subnets. Network security groups, NSGs, they are the critical for controlling inbound and outbound network traffic. So maybe in a firewall-like environment, you are having these network security groups, and they create the environment of controlling the network access. They act as like the ACL or access control list. By defining rules based on IP address port numbers and protocols, you can totally ensure that only authorized traffic reaches your resources. You can connect different VNets as well. That one VNet belongs to one region and the other VNet belongs to another region. So can you connect? Yes. You can connect multiple virtual networks using VNet peering. This allows resources in different VNets to communicate with each other, now enabling resource sharing and more integrated cloud environment. Like this ExpressRoute, that is also a kind of a you can say a VPN. So in the virtual private network, there also we can connect different resources. Like we do the VNet pairing, we can also create that ExpressRoute, that is a VPN service offered by the Azure also that we can use. Now integrating on-premises networks, like I was telling you, that Azure Virtual Networks can be integrated with on-premise network using VPN gateways or ExpressRoute. So this is connecting between the on-premise to the cloud using a VPN. Now, this enables a seamless connection between your local infrastructure and your Azure resources. So, if you're connecting your on-premise physical servers with the Azure cloud servers, then you can use this VPN, this express route, enhancing hybrid cloud capabilities. Now, what is monitoring and management? Effective monitoring and management of your Azure virtual networks are very essential. So, you have to use tools like Azure Monitor and Network Watcher to track the performance, troubleshoot issues, and ensure network runs actually smoothly. To maximize the effectiveness of your Azure VNets, follow best practices such as now you have to do the proper subnetting, implement NSGs, and regularly reviewing your network configuration. And this proactive approach ensures optimal performance and security. Use case of Azure VNets are ideal for various scenarios such as hosting web applications, connecting IoT devices, and creating multi-tier architectures. Now, understanding these use cases can help you design different efficient cloud solutions tailored to your needs. So we can conclude that Azure Virtual Networks are foundational for building a secure and scalable cloud infrastructure. And by understanding their features, best practice, and use cases, definitely you can effectively unlock the potential of Azure's networking capabilities. So it has a lot of power in this VNet. Now, if you go to the Azure, actually the Azure portal, and I can actually go to the Azure portal here, and I can definitely log into the portal here, and you can see that I have gone to the Azure portal and I have searched for the virtual networks, and here I have got the virtual networks here. So if you click on the create virtual network, just go to home again and just create the virtual network again. So maybe it is giving me some errors or something. This is VNet was there. So let me try once more. Now I think it's happening, and this is create virtual network. So you can create a virtual network. You can use a resource group. You can create a resource group here. I can show you. Say any name you give, and then you give the virtual network name. Say I'm giving this one. Say region. You keep any region there, and you just click on review plus create. So your virtual network will be created, and click on create. Now you go to the resource. So the VNet is already created, and here you can see that this is your virtual network, and this is your address space 10.0.0.0. This is your address space that you have got, this one. So you don't have any connected devices there actually. And in the subnets, you have this default subnet. Do not delete any default subnet there, because then your VNet will be corrupted. Now you can create any other subnet. Say the subnet name you may change. Okay, this is the name, and address space, it may be say 10 dot 1.0.0 and slash 16. You can take 10.0.0.0 also the 10.1.0.0, that also you can take. But because it's the first one, so it is not taking the 10.0.1, it is taking 10.0.0.0 itself. So anyway, we'll take it, and then definitely we can actually change the CIDR value. We can get this slash 24, and you add that. So it was the default subnet, and now we added this with 10.0.1.0. As you can see, that is 24 subnet mask. So this is my subnet now. You can create IPv6 also, but anyway, we have created the subnet, and this is my address space that you can see. This is the 10.0.0 address space that is default there. So we can actually manage the virtual machines there. Whenever you are going to launch any virtual machine, then just edit the network settings. You need to edit, and you actually need to say, for example, select this virtual network access code to do this way. So we can this way create another subnet, and we can also, if you search here VNet peering, so you have to create the peering. So peering means that you have to create the peering connection, and even if you can create peering with the AS numbers that is in the ISP. And if you go to VNet, then if you go to network connections, here also you can create the connection from one virtual network to the other virtual network. You can peer that. So there is a lot of options available. See, you have to select the virtual network there, and you have to give the name. So you have to give the name virtual network this, and you have to select the resource group. Yes, and you can create select this group as well, and then the subnet. You just select this subnet, review plus create. So create a network connection. So you are creating a network connection there. So you can do a lot of things there in the virtual network. You can create the virtual network. You can launch the virtual machines in the virtual network itself, and also you can create a peering connection. You can create a network connection there in the virtual network. So I think that is the power of the virtual network that we have in the Azure. And yes, every source that I've told you is moving towards the cloud nowadays. So you do not have the on-premise servers anymore. No on-premise resources are there, and definitely you are moving towards the cloud. So there will be servers set up in many regions, and there you have to definitely set up the subnets to control the broadcast, and also set up the virtual networks, and then you have to connect these virtual networks. And also you can go to this portal, and you can search for the ExpressRoute. This is a VPN service to connect between your on-premise VMs to the cloud VMs. This is a VPN service offered by the Azure, and this is definitely it is payable. It is not. It is a paid service, so definitely it is not free, and everything is not free in your free tier account. You just need to say, I'm showing you. You just need to give any name, and then first enroll to a subscription. Peering location you have to give. So peering location you have to give which one, in which side you are peering. And definitely I think it is available not in your free account, but it is available in your paid subscription only, it is showing you. But anyway, you can leverage the power of this ExpressRoute VPN to connect between your on-premise servers, on-premise VMs, to the cloud servers. So that is the power of the Azure, all of the Azure Virtual Networks, peering connection. Express routes is network ACLs. So whenever you are going to create a virtual machine, you have already seen that we create the ACL or network security groups to control our access. Say whenever we are going to connect with Windows PC, we connect with RDP, remote desktop protocol. Whenever we are going to launch the Linux, then we going to launch it with the SSH secure shell. So these are the different network security ACLs that we use, and we can also create and also access, control the access of the virtual machine launching, and who will be able to access the virtual machine. That also we can control. So there is a lot of things there in this Azure networking, and definitely a lot about this Azure administrator certification. So I hope that you have learned a lot about this Azure Virtual Networks from this webinar, and it was very helpful for your studies, also for certification, as well as for your practical implementation. So you can definitely practically implement this in the Azure portal, as it is very easy, as we know. So that is the power of the Azure cloud in case of networking, the IP address and the virtual network, the VPC, everything. So definitely a seamless integration between these services are definitely needed to achieve the full power of cloud and for the connection global. So definitely across all the data centers, you have to implement these virtual networks and these ExpressRoute VPNs to actually leverage the full power of the Azure networking. So that is about the understanding Azure virtual networks and networking for now. Again, I thank you all for joining this webinar, and I think it was very helpful for your studies. I'll come with some new topic next day. Till then, bye.